This is Entrepreneurial Minds, episode number 1. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, here we go. Episode number 1, we here. Entrepreneurial Minds. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to week number 1. It's been a long road. You know what I'm saying? Me and my boy Arthur over here. Arthur, say what's up to the world, bro.
What's going on, world? It's your boy King Arthur over here. He be insulting my highness, but it's okay. We here now.
Your
Minds.
Your
My highness.
Your highness?
The highness.
Boy, goodness gracious. Hey, look, I don't even know if I introduced myself, man. I'm Gary. You know what I'm saying? This is what we doing out here. We out here to motivate, you know what I'm saying, help the entrepreneurs come along the road. Granted, we haven't made it to where we want to be yet, so we're not asking y'all to follow us. You know what I'm saying?
We ask you to come along and join us on our journey.
Oh, see, boy, you took the words right out of my mouth. You know what I'm saying? Exactly what I was going to say. That's how we're doing it, though. But look, episode 1, we got Antonio Moore, man, artist extraordinaire, straight out of B-More.
Yeah, man, he got plenty of great work for the canvases. He got plenty of inspirational jewels for your mind. So, yeah, stay tuned and check him out when you get a chance to as well.
Yeah, definitely, man. Look, I'm not going to drop his website and all that now because he does that in the show. But definitely tune in. Some good stuff. He talks a whole lot about how he rolls on social media, which is a big part, man. Everybody knows if you're in business, social media is the thing nowadays. I mean, that's how he got on the show now because I seen him on social media doing this thing. So, y'all tune in. Y'all in for some good stuff over the next couple weeks. I mean, on to the future. Tell your mama, tell your friends, tell everybody tune on in. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we here to stay. Entrepreneurial Minds. Check us out, episode 1.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on to Entrepreneurial Minds, taking your time out to help share what you got with people, man, and share your journey. I know you're not done yet, but you never know who might need to hear what you got to say, man.
Yes. That's important. I've inspired a few people. I've had a few artists that, work with me or talk with me for a day that was about to give up and, just talking with me and through my inspiration, they've actually, developed and started their own art companies. So you never know what advice is going to help somebody or push somebody over a hurdle they might, be facing.
Yeah, that's true. All right, man. Why don't you tell everybody that's going to be listening, man, who is Antonio Moore? What is it that you do?
Antonio Moore, I'm a 32-year-old artist and clothing designer. Well, just entrepreneur all around from Aberdeen, Maryland. I'm most known for hand painting on T-shirts and my art period on canvas. Most recently started doing sip and paint classes, which is me teaching art to classes of about 20 people. And that's been a really great addition to the company on top of custom shirts and canvas paintings, which I've been known for. So I also teach kids classes. I teach kids how to make their own custom shirts. So I've done that at various nonprofits, from Upper Bay Counseling, which was considered art therapy. Some of the kids were like in a psychiatric rehab program. I've done it at the Boys and Girls Club, done it at various places. So that's actually something else I like, which is giving back to the kids and using my talent to show them another way. So,
yeah, you got to do that. You got to, you know what I'm saying, give back to the kids. That's the future right there.
Yeah, we all love the kids.
Man. Yeah, it is. I have 4 of myself that are all artists, so I know how it is.
You got 4.
Yeah, I got 2 and 2 step kids, so yeah, I got 4.
We see why you're working so hard.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they ain't babies, but yeah, they right behind me. They get to that age where they can start helping me and starting to learn and, teaching them every day. I was just teaching them the other day about credit, what credit is. So you already know we got to start teaching our kids young the stuff that our generation didn't teach us.
For sure.
Credit wasn't important like when we was coming up. Now you can't even get a job if your credit bad.
Yeah, sure enough, man.
So I heard you say you instruct with the sipping paint. How'd you get involved with that?
Yep. I saw, through social media, just seeing other companies like Paint Night, which is the big company. They were actually hiring on Craigslist and things like that. And I was like, looked into it. I looked up on YouTube how the class went. And I said, you know what? I have my own company, my own LLC. I'll just start it on my own instead of going to work for another company. And I held my first one. I had about 20 people, and the rest is history. So far this year, I started in April. I've probably done close to 20 classes already.
Oh man, that's what's up.
Man.
And right now, I'm booked until next year. I have 9 events booked this month alone. So.
Oh man, yeah, you rolling.
It's really taking off. Yeah, it's taking off to the point I'm trying to train other artists so I can really expand. I can't expand and take on the big dogs by myself. I gotta have,
So break that down to us. We entrepreneurs, so we see you. You saw another company doing something, and instead of you looking at it as competition, you kind of looked at it as, how can I incorporate it into my business? What was that thought process like?
Yes. It was, it was challenging at first. It was a lot of, startup and things I didn't have, and it was just like, that's my mindset. I that's just who I am. I think like no company's too big. Even though this company might have a budget, they might have 20 artists at different restaurants. I'm one person. I can still take them on because my mindset is, equal to anybody's mindset. A billionaire is just, they might have different resources than me, but I can put something together and, eventually I'll be right there side by side or ahead of them. Because that's just my mindset. I've always been a competitor playing sports. So I take that with the business mindset as well. Like, I don't even got to worry about another company because I'm in my own lane.
You don't even see them, you know what I'm saying? And
I'm sorry to cut you off. I did a class in D.C. right by the White House at Del Frisco's Grill, 1200 Pennsylvania Avenue. And I think they said they tried to contact the big company Paint Night and didn't even get a response. So even though companies have a big name and all the flash and glory, like if you don't even have enough wherewithal or customer service or manpower to return, a phone call for a gig or a contract, then I can already see that they're not, what they appear to be. And I was looking in.
Yeah. I love what's going on there, man. Because for real, now what did your business start out as? Because you just started doing sipping paints after you noticed them. Well, before you started doing that, because I see like an evolution in your business here. Because now you're kind of growing into what they are. You're kind of going to be hiring painters and doing sipping paints, and eventually, this is going to be nationwide, maybe even international. You'll be in some French restaurant somewhere having some painter, doing an event. So now I'm guessing it didn't start this way. What did it start out as?
It started just on shirts and on canvas. Really, I've been doing it. Just to go back a little further, I've always wanted my own clothing line since I was a young kid, and I did my first 5 shirts when I was 17 in 11th grade. I had my first 5 shirts embroidered with my signature on them, saved up my own money and everything. In 2003, me and one of my longtime friends, we picked up an airbrush for the first time, and I started doing airbrushing on shirts. And from airbrushing, I went to fabric painting about 2005. So from then, I've been known for, back then, the scheme was very popular with the fabric paint, with the abstract designs and things like that. But I was the one who was known as the one who could paint your face with the fabric paint. So that's what I've been known for, is the fabric paint on clothing for about 10 years. But I started doing canvas in about 2008, I think I started doing like my first canvases. Since then, I've just been evolving on canvas from actually using fabric paint on my first couple canvases to actually using a brush and acrylic and different processes. So, and then that's actually what led to, you know what, I'm using a brush now. Let me try to see if I can simplify myself and go down and try to teach people, because I'm known for more portraits and things like that. So simple things like flowers and wine glasses, that's like, oh, I don't do easy stuff like that. Like, that's something like I always look at as too easy, so I don't even mess with it. Like, oh man, that's not even a challenge. But now it's like I had to dumb it down a little bit, kind of like, you know, like a rapper that's a real complex, and like, you know what, this is what I got to do. You know, these classes. Let me try to do some florals, some little wine glasses, and like I said, the first class was 20 people, and that's what really led me to believe I was on to something. When 20 people show up ready to give me $30 a head, you know, my overhead was only $4 or $5 a person, so it was like.
You're coming out pretty good. You talking about you doing 9 events a month this month alone.
The numbers add up, buddy.
Yeah,
yeah, sure.
Yeah, I know, and this is the busiest month so far. Like every other, like my busiest month before this month was probably about 4 in 1 month. So this is my busy, and it's like I can log on Facebook. Like yesterday on Facebook, I booked 2 yesterday. So it was like. And then one guy, he canceled with me for the Sunday, but he wants to do the end of the month. So it's like Facebook alone, I can log on and book a party any given day.
Right. And that's a. Oh, you can go ahead, Arthur. I can wait.
I'm sorry.
I'm patient. You know, like cut me off. You know what I'm saying?
I get excited when we're talking to these entrepreneurs, man. These young black men just got here getting it, man. So I kind of know I want to know, like, what's the actual process of like setting up a sipping paint, or what you call it, sipping paint?
Yes.
So, what's the actual...
the process, I normally, you know, when you're dealing with Facebook, you got window shoppers, so I require a deposit. When people want to do... I have I have public classes to where I actually, you know, book a venue. I have Venetian Palace in Edgewood, which is a restaurant I use. They allow me to use their public room. So sometimes I'll just book that and, you know, create an event on Facebook and put a link out there where people can pay in advance and do it like that way. But lately, I've been so booked, like I've been telling you guys, I haven't been focused on the public ones. I've been focused on the private ones where other people do all the work of recruiting the people and collecting the money and all that. And I just show up and paint it. Yeah, so for that process, it's a $60 deposit to hold the date because, you know, some people aren't serious, so I got to make sure you're serious before I book it on my calendar, that I can't, you know, turn down somebody else. And from then on, a 6-person minimum, $30 a person. And if they go over 10 people, it's $25 a person. And I bring the canvas, the paint, the brushes, and the wine. And then if we're at a restaurant or something like that, I'll probably go half with appetizers or something like that if people don't eat. Because some people show up an hour early and eat and things like that, but if not, we'll go half on appetizers, take a break, you know, halfway through or something like that.
So
that's how it is. They show up, give me the rest of the money, and that's how it is. I teach them. It takes about 2 hours to teach a class. I do a simple painting like a beach or a flower or something real simple that I teach them about 4 or 5 steps.
2 hours and
I come up with all the paintings. Yeah, I come up with all the... Well, sometimes, you know, I look at Google. I'll Google simple flower painting, and I'll just do my version of something I see online or something to change it up. My version of it.
See, now
come up with some steps. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm saying I want to take it back a little bit because I know you mentioned. I mean, because one of the main reasons why I wanted to bring you on, and I noticed, was how you go about yourself on Instagram and Facebook. You know, social media marketing is one of the biggest things, and you said you market yourself a lot on there, which I mean I've seen, and that's something that I'm trying to do in my business, trying to incorporate. But I'm terrible at social media. Like I really don't even like get on social media unless like I'm on the toilet or something. You know what I'm saying? So
oh yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it all day. Honestly, like it's everything because it's like with me, 80% of my money comes off of Facebook. Seriously, I got people that I see in person, but everybody's on Facebook or Instagram. So it's like when you out of sight, you out of mind. That applies in business too. So I told somebody else this. So if nobody sees you posting nothing for 2 days, 3 days, or nothing pertaining to your business, let's not say posting something pertaining to what you do, and seeming like you're passionate and you're busy, and they're going to forget about you. Like, why would they remember you if you're not in your face? You gotta be in their face so much they get tired of you. Seriously. Like, dang, this dude is posting a new shirt, new painting every other hour, man. Dang, like, what does he do? Does he paint? Like, you gotta, and then with the Instagram, Instagram and Twitter, it's about hashtags.
I feel like I got gotten. I feel like I got gotten because you just explained exactly what you did to me, man. You you know what I'm saying? Like, that's exactly what I was thinking, man. I saw the post and I was like, dang, this dude is getting it. Like, he's always painting, always doing. Oh, you planned this out from the jump. So you just said,
you have to.
You got here and you
have to. Like earlier, I pressed up some shirts and I just took pictures of the samples. Like, boom, couple new designs. Because you never know what picture is going to lead. Just like if you're talking to somebody out in the street. When I walk out the house, if I don't got a back pocket full of business cards, I feel naked. Because you never know in a store when you're going to run into somebody, which I do. I'm always talking to everybody because you never know who's a customer. Just like with social media. So you never know what post is going to track that one person inbox. You say, hey, man, I want this shirt. I posted that Ray Charles and Audrey Hepburn painting I did last week. That wasn't for nobody. That was just to do because I had a blank canvas laying around the basement. That led to a $600 order on Facebook same day. Somebody ordered four big canvases, 24 by 30. I normally do $250, but I gave them to them $150 each. So just posting the picture, and not to mention shirts and things like that. Posting the right shirt design. Hey man, I need some of them. It's just. Some people just sitting on there, and you got to take advantage of that social media. And it's Facebook, it's more uploading, but with Instagram, it's all about the hashtag, all about it. If you look at my pictures, I use the hashtag till they can't, because sometimes if you use too much, they'll like delete it, and it'll be like blank. But use at least 15, 20 hashtags pertaining to whatever you posting. So if I post a Ray Charles picture, I'm gonna post my hashtag. My hashtag has over 2,000 posts on it. So I even have other companies, like other little clothing lines and little online stores that be trying to use my hashtag when I scroll down sometimes. It's like, what the hell? So, because it's that popular, it probably pops up. So, like, if I'm posting a painting of Ray Charles, I'm going to do hashtag Antonio Moore Art, which is mine. Then I'm going to do hashtag painting, hashtag art, hashtag music, hashtag Georgia, everything to do with Ray Charles, hashtag Ray Charles, hashtag Jamie Foxx, hashtag everything that got to do with Ray Charles. If I do a LeBron James, I'm going to do hashtag Akron, hashtag Cavs, hashtag King James. You got to do everything surrounding whatever it is you're posting, because that's how people search for stuff, is through the hashtag now.
For sure.
I got, just through like me putting fashion and designer and things like that, I got photographers, stylists, fashion bloggers from all over, from LA to New York to London, like that really be following me and commenting. I'd be looking like, who is this? It'd be somebody in London with 80,000 followers, some damn stylist or something. I'm like, what the hell? Power the hashtag. Seriously. You see it.
Power the hashtag. That's a whole new slogan right there, man. See, when you out here and you really getting it, and you do your your seminar for social media marketing one day, man. That's gonna be the name of it. Power the hashtag.
Like I haven't even put this out there, but I'm about to do some artwork for Jeezy when he come to Rams Head on the 19th. So it's like,
whoa. See, now you're taking me to a whole nother thing. Now I done seen
you
posting these pictures
through Instagram.
Yep. See, I done seen you posting these pictures with Boosie. 50, all these
50.
people. How did that happen?
Yep.
Like,
all through social media. Check it out. Yep. It's all through social media. I wouldn't have met none of them if it wasn't through social media. For one, I did Erica Mena. I did her painting. That was last year. And I seen it on Instagram. She's going to be at Select Lounge. I said, you know what? She got a clothing line. I was going to do a portrait. I said, I just did her a little, joint of her logo. But Boosie, my homeboy, that was actually through my friend. His aunt knows the event promoter that threw it. So I went down there, but still, Boosie shared my painting on Instagram. Had over 15,000 likes. Of course, that led to more followers, more everything. And of course, and then with the Jeezy, I went to something else like a club, and I seen it on the flyer. The lady who's throwing the Jeezy concert, it's her birthday, Tracy Eakins. She owns Icon Entertainment. I go straight to Instagram and I look her up, Tracy Eakins. Boom. I went right to her DM and said, hey, how you doing? Something. Sent her the Boosie picture and said, how can I get Jeezy some art when he comes to Ram's Head, blah, blah, blah. She hit me right back and said, call me Monday. And the rest was history. Called her, set it up. She said, all I got to do is buy a ticket. I'm even doing her some art. So, yeah. I did Fabulous some art, too, when he came to Morgan, Homecoming.
Man.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So
and with Fab, I sat out there in the cold. So I knew he was going to be at Morgan. I sat out there in the cold. I went inside, but they wouldn't let me take it inside. So when he got there, I gave it to what's his name, Paul Kane, his brother, to give to him.
When you give it to the artist, are you like giving it to him for free or like?
Yeah, I'm giving it to him for free for the hopes of the picture. I want the picture with him because I mean the picture's worth more than the money for right now. The marketing,
advertising right there
like,
to get it going, huh?
Yeah. So I mean, but eventually, somebody like Jeezy or somebody, I want them to reach in their pocket and say, "Good looking, dog," and pull out. That's what I eventually want. Or I wanted to lead to some long term business, to some shirts, or hey man, come paint something in my house, this mural in my house, or some long term business. That's what I really want.
That'd be major right there. I mean, now, so you're doing all this posting to social media. And one thing that I've been looking at lately is, because like I said, I suck at social media, trying to post all day. And then where I work, for my 9 to 5, I can't even have my phone in there to do all that, right?
We just had this conversation.
Okay.
So stuff like Hootsuite and Buffer and stuff like that, do you use anything like that? Or like stuff where you can plan out your post or anything like that? Or do you manually
No, but I just got regram where they said you could do like posts later on, but now I post everything. Like, I don't got a 9 to 5, so I work for myself, so I can be on my phone all day. So that's really not a problem, and I could be up all night. So I'm around the clock with it. I'm always browsing it or doing something.
That's one thing I was about to ask, or about to mention. Gary said, but the social media post, like us, we were kind of fresh to the entrepreneur world. And so posting is not even our forte just yet. We just don't have the time to do it. And you say you do all your posting yourself. So you built your website by yourself as well too?
Yep. And I want somebody to edit it because I don't have no degree in graphics or nothing. But I just did it, through Wix, the templates and everything. But
I'm the shameless
eventually, eventually I want, have it more professional when I separate the clothing line from the art company and everything. I want to have a little more professional.
We on your website right
man,
now,
gotta get it how it lives.
Yeah, for sure. I'm on your website
What was that?
right now. I said I'm on your website right now, and it looked good, to do what you needed to do. But if you had a more professional site, I promise you, I know your business would boom 10 times.
Yes.
10 times.
Yes.
Just from you, and you probably can make 2 different sites with the clothing line and the paint and stuff. So, and you by you having it all in one place like this, man.
And then not even probably 3 sites, because I probably would have a separate one for the sipping paints, because how Paint Night got it, they got a site and they got it listed like every date and every artist. So let's say I do hire 4 artists, so I'll have like November 20th at whatever Bertucci's Grill. John Kane is there painting the floral paint and has a picture, and then people can click the link right there and sign up for whatever artist at whatever location they do. So I would eventually try to set my site up like that too.
Right, and you haven't even tapped into. You're just using a free Wix page. You haven't even tapped into the revenue you could probably generate from the click ads, the Google Word ads, the Bing ads. Man,
Yep.
you got a whole pot of money sitting out there waiting for you to collect. Man,
Yes.
you about to get it, buddy. I feel it. I see it coming.
Yes.
That's a major, man.
And a lot of it's just been not like investing in myself, not having no lump sum. I got somebody cleaning up my credit and all that right now. So by next year, a couple months in the next year, I should be all right.
Is your mama the
Start
baby?
having a little more to invest in myself, because I'm just constantly reinvesting little by little to keep making it. So that's
So
one thing. I don't make no excuses. So I just whatever
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
keep going.
Mm-hmm.
No excuses. Just hey.
So have you
Whatever,
had-
like earlier, like I went to Gabe's, like on my clothing thing. I got a whole lot of vinyl. I just went, like, I just started doing like screen printing the vinyl and things like that. So I'm just doing my signature for right now, basic design. But just little things, like I went to Gabe's and bought like shirts on clearance, couple hoodies and things like that, and pressed them up just to show, like, look, they're for nobody, but show people that I'm constantly creating work, and it's the perception, like it might be for somebody. Like, oh, he stays busy. Either he's painting, he's pressing shirts, he's teaching, he's doing something. Like, it's the perception. And in the right design, like I had my lady wear a design I did on a hoodie for my signature and cheetah print. It got about 80 likes and about 6-7 females. Like, hey,
Yeah, I
let me
remember
know
that
you
one.
get more.
I remember that one.
Yeah, so it was like just the right picture can lead to a lot of money. Seriously.
And so you draw. My bad, Gary, but you draw the perception of being busy, and then you actually get busy. Is that what it
Yeah, I
is?
mean, I am. Yeah, I'm busy with other stuff, but like I said, with shirts and stuff like that, yeah, I draw the perception. Like, okay, or I'll throw them on the website, or these are for sale, or really, I just play with a new design sometimes. All right, just throw it out there to see, like the cheetah print. That, like, stuff like that, I'm just testing the water. I'm throwing my line out there just to see who's gonna bite and how many people's gonna bite.
This, my
Who
friends.
won't.
I'm talking to the audience now. This, my friends, is this is creating or manifesting your thoughts into reality. This is what
Yes.
it looks like right here. He's literally drawing out his perception of business, and he's getting business. It sounds so
Yes.
simple. You make it sound so simple. Make it sound so easy.
Yeah, another thing, I got 5,000 friends on Facebook too. So I mean, it's like when I put out 5,000 people are seeing it.
Yeah, you've done the work. Though.
I got less than 500.
Yeah, see, so that's the thing. So look at the numbers. It's a numbers game. Like even like this is the thing I do. Even when it comes to talking to these celebrities on the Instagram, like it's a numbers game. I figure like this: if 1 out of 10 respond, I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna hit the numbers. I even just linked up with the homeless boy in Kentucky that started the 3 restaurants. I'm about to send him some art.
You said
I
the homeless boy
DM
in
him.
Kentucky that started 3 restaurants.
Super Chef. Look it up. Superchef.com. EatSuperchef.com. In Louisville. He's from Ohio, but he was homeless and now he owns 3 restaurants. They just did a big article about it.
Oh,
He DM'd me. I'm about to send him some paintings for his restaurant. I did for his
think-
logo, and I even talked to him about doing the sipping paint out there in Louisville. So I've already been talking about expanding. Like seriously, like I'm trying to get to New York and the bigger cities. Honestly, I've been like really hesitant, trying to take the megabus to New York to start making more moves, galleries, things like that up there. And the clothing, of course. That's where it is for everything.
That's big, man. I like to hear the hustle and the ambition and the inspiration, man. It is major, man. Like our audience is gonna. I hope they get an earful from this interview here, man, because it's motivating me to step my game up just a smidge more, you know, just to do a little bit more posting on Facebook and whatever.
a lot more posting for me, man. I'm
Yeah, getting them friends, getting random friends. Like, hey, they're all customers. They're all potential customers. That's what they are, just sitting out there. And
For sure.
like you said, it's a numbers game. If I post, every time I post, 45,000 people see mine. Like you said, you got less than 500. The chances, the numbers, you got to do the odds. Seriously. Seriously.
You talking
Even
bad
if you
about my
selling
friend list,
something,
man.
even if you selling
Bad
a
about my
car.
friend list over here, man.
Like even if you said 1 out of 10, like, hey, the chances, if you got 1 out of 10, what's that? 40 people gonna really respond or really like it? It's like,
Yeah.
well, I got 400 that's really gonna engage. Like even going by that, like, yeah, you gotta just start adding random people or friends of friends, because I've even had to delete people to add more friends, because I had people refer me and people want to buy stuff. I'm like, hey, some of these people just sitting on here. I gotta free some up. And of course, I got my like page too. I need to get the likes up on that. I mean, I only got like 600 likes on my like page, but some people still be trying. Yeah.
That's a decent number for somebody like you.
You said 100?
600.
Oh yeah, god damn, yeah, that is pretty dang good.
I'm still sitting at 50. So yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah.
You might
So it's
get more
like,
than
it's
me.
just, and even with Instagram, like, with Instagram, like, even to help y'all on Instagram, I know like 2 people that do branding on Instagram. I haven't used the searches yet. One of them's a female. She got about 40,000 followers. That's what she does. Divine Brand Promo. Like, she might be another person to really interview for her. She does like promo modeling, and she also does branding. So she'll promote your company on her Instagram to 40,000 followers for like $60 a month. So I'm actually about to start doing it with the shirts. About to have her wear something. So if I get a design made up in bulk and shirts, I'm about to have her wear it and have her have the link to the website right there on it. So, hey, what's the chances of 40,000 people seeing it?
Is this like one of this ain't like one of the booty chicks, is it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it'd be a lot of them on Instagram. Now all of them be doing that, and they be getting it.
Yeah, her name is Christina Brooks. She a Jamaican chick. I met her through doing like networking parties and all that in Baltimore. Yeah, she be getting.
Yeah,
she don't play no game.
Yeah, a lot of these people, man, they done turned Instagram itself is just a business in itself inside of a business, man.
Yeah.
They done started marketing like crazy like that on there.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'd rather, like, because I have another boy that's actually one I did the sipping paint with yesterday. He charges $50 a week. He got 64,000 followers, but it's like, well, what I got, I'd rather probably just put my clothes on her. I might, mess with him 1 week and see how it goes, but it's yeah, I don't know. It's iffy. I'd rather go for 60 a month versus 50 a week. Just see. And she's a female, so you throw something on her and she wears something sexy. It ain't nothing for her to get 400 or 500 likes, and
easy.
Right?
You never know
Nothing.
how many people gonna click on that website and say, "Hey, I need that shirt." It might look sexy on her. Female might say, "Oh yeah, I need that. I like the way she's wearing that." So that's already my plan with her. Throwing a couple female shirts on her or something like that.
So, all right, let's dip back into this entrepreneur mind thing. What made you take the route that you're taking now? Like, what was it? I know you had this gift and you didn't want it to go to waste, but what pushed you to the edge saying, this is going to be my bread and butter. This is going to be my life. This is going to be what I want to do for the rest of my days. How'd you get here? Like, how'd you make the journey?
As far as not wanting to work for somebody and entrepreneurship, that comes from just watching my mom and grandma and family work for somebody, barely make it. Just like, this can't be it. I got to do something bigger for my family. But as far as recently, I was working a 9 to 5. I was actually a leasing agent. I had, I'm a tax credit specialist. So, I was trying to climb the corporate ladder, doing all the necessary things, wearing a suit and tie. It was cool. And I had my business on the side. I was doing things here and there. Last year, I met a Jewish guy named DJ Doug. Nice guy. He's an author and does a lot of things. I started doing bar mitzvahs, like at Columbia, D.C., Virginia. That just really opened my mind to, like, more money and making like 400 in like 2 hours at events and stuff like that. So I'm looking like, hold on. It's taking me a whole week to make 400 at my job, and I'm doing what I love to do. I started to, so that started to open it up to, hold on, I just made, what it took. So that opened me up a little bit. And when I was working at my job, my boss had got fired, and my assistant manager was qualified to be the manager, and I was qualified to be assistant manager. they bring in some floating manager who's never done the work at our office before and doesn't even know what to do, and we're training him. So, you know, dealing with stuff like that, the politics of climbing the corporate ladder and things like that, kind of just got fed up with that as well. So it was like, you know what, business is starting to pick up with shirts. I have my wife, she owns a nail salon. So I have an entrepreneur wife as well. So I have, you know, she's my motivation. So she has a nail salon in Rosedale with her partner, and they have about 9 employees. So I have a wife that, you know, supported me, you know, my decision to work for myself, because she does the same thing. And, you know, just went out on faith and said, hey, I already have the events coming in, you know, a couple of months with the entertainment company. And then, you know, everything else, just from the shirts to everything, just started to kick off. And I just started to get more focused, seriously.
So do you ever fear that you may have to go back to the corporate world, or you just know you're good? You know you're doing the right thing right now?
Sometimes it crosses my mind, like, maybe I should get a job for a little bit just to fund it. But then it's like, no, I can't. Never. Only thing, no, never. Yeah, never. Never.
What slave goes back and puts shackles on willingly, right?
Yes. Like I said, I've done. I got, like, right now I got to work on a sample to go paint a countertop at Laurier Nursing Home in Riverside. So I actually have, like, corporate. I'm starting to get, like, corporate, like, you know, contracts now. I've done a mural at Laurier Nursing Home, a 50-foot mural up there, and I've done about 3 classes up there for the nurses and for the residents. So the one class I did up there was, like I said, that was the one with 20 students, 20 people, 25 ahead, 500 in 2 hours. Like, I can never go back to working 30, 40 hours, going to clock in and being in somebody's office on time. Like, I can't fathom it. And then, like I said,
yeah.
And then when I got that $600 order last week off uploading that one picture, I did those 4 paintings in about an hour and a half a piece. So you figure, like, right now, I'm getting about 100 to 150 an hour when I really work, when I paint, when I go do an event. So it's like from making 15 an hour to 100 to 150 an hour. I can't go back. My mindset. I'm trying to get to 1,000 an hour. That's what I'm thinking. That's where I'm going now. Like, I'm trying to keep going forward. 100, 150 is okay, but I can't wait till I'm up to 500, 1,000 an hour for me to paint somewhere or do something. So.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people that do stuff like painting or that sing or do stuff like that, have talents like that. And, I mean, me and Arthur both, we have a mutual friend, which I met through Arthur, that is an artist. And, I mean, this man is bad. He's good. Like, I mean, he drew Picasso stuff that looked better than Picasso stuff. I mean, his skill level is crazy. But his thing is valuing his stuff. And I don't want to say he's nervous letting other people see it, but he has a less self-worth as far as his ability. You know what I'm saying? How did you develop that? I mean, because like you said, you're charging hundreds of dollars and stuff like that for your paintings. Like, a lot of people, they be like, you know, I'll sing at this event. You know, only give me $30. You know, versus...
Oh, no.
You know,
and after like hundreds, I'm short myself.
Where did that come from?
I study art. Yeah, I study art. It's like you gotta know your worth, because if you ever study Basquiat, like, really art that look like people spend 100 hours on, it's so tight, that's the art that don't sell. If you ever study Basquiat, I started studying Basquiat, and he was making stuff that looked like a kid made it, and that's the stuff that's selling for 15 million and 10 million nowadays. So it's like that came from just knowing, like, looking at other artists and looking at value. If it's not, it's just with the name. It's like you gotta have the confidence to say, hey, my stuff should be sitting next to a Warhol. My stuff should be sitting next to a Picasso. if you don't feel like that, nobody else is gonna feel like that. Like when I tell people, when people buy my stuff, I'm like, hey, you're gonna have to get that insured soon, or stuff like that. Like I speak it into existence that one day my art will be worth millions. 150, 80 years from now, I will be Van Gogh. I will be. So I tell people like, hey, you better get me now while I'm cheap. Like,
And see,
this is not
arrogance. We're saying this is pure, unadulterated confidence.
Confidence, right?
Yes.
You speak it into
And the
existence,
only thing
man.
that I'm lacking right now is the legalities of it, as far as copyrighting my pieces and my names. That's what I have to get on ASAP. Like I have like most of my pieces named,
Man.
but as
But the
far
way
as
you do it on
copyrighting the
social
name
media,
and
someone's gonna do it for you, man. You're gonna find somebody on social media to see your stuff that's gonna.
oh
reach
yeah,
out
it's
to
not
you,
even
man.
that much. Seriously, it's really a trip down to DC on the train to the U.S. Copyright Office. Seriously, that's one thing I've been holding back on. I need to hop on that train, seriously, and at least go start with my first piece. Because once I have a piece copywritten, it's mine forever, and then that's when I can really go bananas with it. Should go put it on everything. Bumper stickers, tags, everything, name, everything, and then even after that, I can go to the next level, which is licensing my artwork. So once I have something established, say I do some nice crazy skull piece, and I want to go say, hey, skateboard company, put these on your skateboards and charge $60 a piece. I need 10 a piece for my artwork on it. That's where the real money's gonna come in. Where I got these million skateboards with my art on them, and I'm making $10 off each. See, I'm focused on that money like that residual. Once I start getting my stuff copywritten and things like that, like greeting cards, stuff like that's little money that people don't really think about. Like you get the right art on a card that's going for $5, and you get $1.50, $2 off of each. You move a couple 100,000 of them, you good. Oh, you good. Like that's the money I'm thinking about. Like all this shirts and all that, that's fine, but I'm trying to own the design and own it, and then you're going to see me like, oh, he's not playing. I'm probably going to copyright my signature and trademark that first, and then go with my first piece, because then that's when after I got the piece copywritten, that's when the original goes up, and that's when I make them limited edition prints, and that's when I can start bumping the value of my stuff up. They just put out some never seen before Basquiat prints. They put out 600 of them, 50,000 each.
Wow.
Prints,
Man.
prints, not original prints, because it's only 600 of them. So that's when once I get them copywritten, that's when I'm gonna start. All right, I'm gonna put out 100 of these prints at 100 each, and the original is never, that's gonna bump the original up to 1,000. That's why I told you, like, even 150, 200, I'm still undervaluing myself, honestly.
Ah, dang, man. I should have kept drawing when I was little, man.
I got a 10-year-old right now that he's out of his mind with the drawing. He draws cars and trucks. He's going to be an engineer. So I've already been speaking that into him that's what he's going to be. He draws he said, Daddy, I want to have this car when I get older. What you mean? He's going to be driving a car you design. That's how I talk to him. Like, no,
he's going to be the next. He's going to be the first black. I mean, well, I don't know if there's an actual black one, but
no, there is one. There is one.
I'm pro-black.
There is one.
Well, an actual car company owned by black?
No, there's a black industrial engineer. All the Hyundai Sonatas, all the newest ones last few years, designed by a 30-year-old black industrial engineer.
Oh, no, I was talking about the son completely owning the company. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about him.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We can do that too, but hey, we'll take the money with just the design. Like I was just telling you. Hey, that's that never-ending money. He owned the design, like I was just telling you with the copyright. Hey, I said, hey, son, my son owns that design, and every car they make, he needs a couple thousand off of it. Oh, that's his design. That's the long-term money.
Yeah.
I like the way you think.
Yeah, sure enough.
Yeah, man, that's how the white people do it, man. We got to start setting ourselves up for the forever, for when we gone, for generations. Like that's the type of money I be trying to think about. The one and done is cool, but if it ain't like setting up long term, it's like working harder, not smarter. I'll be trying to work smarter, not harder. That's my motto.
Yeah. So, of course, with the show being called Entrepreneurial Minds, we got to ask everybody, what do you think it means to have an entrepreneurial mind?
It means to be able to face all obstacles. It means to be able to press on, and it just means to be able to want something. It means to be able to live your passion. Like you have to be passionate about it. Like anybody can say, all right, I'm gonna start this cleaning business. There's $1 million contracts out here, but you don't like cleaning. That ain't gonna work. Like you gotta to have an entrepreneurial mind. You gotta be able to be passionate about something and be able to just live your passion. And once you find that, then you have to be able to withstand all the storms and all the hurdles, and it'll come. The break is right on the other side. Seriously, there's been days I wake up with $0 and get $200 in orders. It's if I didn't keep pushing or make that post or keep doing what I do, it's not going to come. So you gotta know that the slow days and the bumps are going to come, but keep pushing, and your end goal, you'll meet it.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good response, man. I almost got you for a second because you paused in the beginning, whoa, hold on.
Oh, nah. I'm just figuring out how to word it. Yeah, and another thing is just the plan. Like it means to be a good planner. A planner, once you plan, be a doer. I met Damon John too, about 2 years ago.
Oh, really?
He saw my signature. That was the first thing he noticed on my blazer. He said, "That's you?" I said, "Yeah." He just nodded with the okay, and that's when I knew I had something. When the owner of FUBU sees my signature when I walk up on him and says, that's the first thing he notices is give me the okay. I'm like, okay. That's why I've been pushing my signature. And with the Damon John thing, social media. I was on Facebook. I seen the post. It said Miller Lite event, because Miller Lite has an event every year where they go city to city and give out, like big prizes to entrepreneurs, like a mini pitch thing, like a mini Shark thing. But they said Damon John gonna be in Philly. I went, registered. It was like 10 minutes to register. I registered within the time. This was about 1:30. The event was at 6. I was on the road to Philly at 2:30. So I just found out at 1:30 I was on the road to Philly. No excuses. I'm in Maryland, hour and a half away. Gas, whatever I had in my pocket. I think I had like $60 in my pocket. Good thing I got a little Altima, so that ain't nothing to get to Philly and back, $20. But hey, I made the sacrifice.
Yeah, and it's going to pay
off.
It's
all about the sacrifices and seeing that vision. Damon John, somebody I've been admiring, along with like Carl Kanai and other black designers, Russell Simmons and, those types. So I've always, looked at Damon John as somebody I wanted to meet. And I told him, I'll be meeting you again. Like, seriously, when I go to New York, I'm going to people's offices. Like, I'm going to go to Rock Nation. I'm going to Jay-Z's office. Like, even if I don't meet him, I'm going to leave him something, a painting or something. It's just that little stuff that's going to be the thing to propel me, seriously.
I mean, you always on social media. You out here getting it, man. Anybody out there want to reach you, how would they go about doing so, man?
You can go to my website. It's AntonioMooreArt.net. Facebook, Antonio Moore Art. Instagram, you can just hashtag Antonio Moore Art. You'll find me on there. And all my contact info is on my website as well. Phone number, email, everything. YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube page. I have a lot of videos of me live painting, things like that. Samples of my sip and paint classes. So find me a lot of ways.
2 questions we like to ask everybody. As far as building your entrepreneurial mind, or what are the books that you're reading right now? I mean, are you a big reader?
Yes, I'm big on reading. One of my biggest, I read that Hill Harper, The Wealth Cure. That's a big one that I always, dib and dab in and out. I always read the 48 Laws of Power.
Yeah, that's a good
one. Of course,
But yeah, like I said, man, I want to thank you for coming on. You dropped some good stuff, man. I wanted to talk to you. I mean, big about the branding and the social media thing, and you dropped some good stuff, some bombs on that one. You got me over here about to start posting it up like crazy, man.
Go add some friends. Go add some random friends.
Yeah, like that too.
They're new customers.
Yeah, they really are, man. And then, of course, I couldn't help you know what I'm saying, get off here without doing a little bit of shameless plug and letting you know, man, I buy houses, even in the Maryland area, man. So you come across any vacant houses out there, send them my way.
Well, I'm actually about to get in real estate, too. That's my next thing. So we need to talk seriously.
Okay, yeah, definitely do.
We're definitely gonna stay in touch.
I'm in the area where houses are cheap. I'm in Edgewood on Grimpler, and houses, I mean, I pay $1,000 a month for rent, and they got some cheap out here as low as 20, like maybe cheaper. I don't know where you buying them at, but they got some as low as 20,000, 25, and they like 4 or 5 bedroom basement in the county out here. So the area, you know, it ain't the best, but you can definitely, some out here next door charging $1,100 a month. So definitely good rental opportunities out here.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Antonio, man, like you said, we appreciate you coming on, man. You dropped some major nuggets for the audience and for us, and hopefully you enjoyed talking to us and sharing your knowledge with the rest of the world, man. And we really appreciate you stopping by, man.
I appreciate y'all having me on, man. Y'all have a good one.
Stay prosperous, brother.
All right, man. You too.
All right.
All right, peace, man.
The entrepreneurial mind.
I can't even get it out.